Hello and welcome along. This is Virtual Farmer. We got a fair amount to do on the farm today. We are going to be getting some mowing done, which is why I have got the David Brown out and why we're starting with that. Both of our grass fields are ready to cut and seem to be fully ready to cut, which surprised me a little bit because the winter is only just over. And we've skipped forward to March. There wasn't much for us to do over the winter. We do have a few jobs to do today. So we're going to be making some more silage bales from our grass. So I'm going to be starting off with that. So we're going to hook up the mower to this. And the reason why we're hooking up the mowers to this tractor and not the smaller case is because the smaller case is going to have to be used to feed the cows, which are very low on feed. Then we're going to be using that tractor to go spraying as well. Our field needs to be sprayed and sorted out. So we're going to do that. Fold that back. So yeah, let's go and get this sorted and set up on our main grass field. And then we'll get the little case out and get that started. But yeah, now the farm is starting up again after winter. We've got a lot of jobs to get stuck into today to get the farm going for the last few months that we're going to be on here. We'll bring the David Brown down, and I want to come in the double gates that we've got down the bottom here. Yeah, that's the best place. Nice and wide, nice and easy, and brings us into the bottom corner of this field. We will then get everything unfolded. And hopefully, it should just be a case of setting this off. Yeah, we've got a fairly good field here. If I set it off in this corner and we do the headlands first, that is perfect. So we'll set that going there. Line itself up, hopefully. And start in that corner, and that should make things a little bit simpler for it. Yeah, and away our mower goes. And once this has cut all of this, we'll be able to get it all rode up and baled. Meanwhile, we need to get this tractor out. We're going to have to get the JCB out as well and get that working. So we'll head round to the cows. I'll go and get everything set up and we'll get them fed. Actually, having said that, we're missing a vital piece of equipment that we need to feed the animals. We have no mixing wagon on the farm at the moment. I was hoping that one might turn up, but as we sort of skipped ahead over the winter, there wasn't anything. So let's have a look. Nothing in the offers at the moment. So if we come into here and we look for mixing wagons for the animals, and we've got a fairly good array of choices here. We don't need anything overly large, and I don't want to eat too much into our money. That one there, I think, is not quite going to have enough. So I think we're probably looking at either the Anderson group that holds 23,000 litres, the Kuhn Profi 2CL that holds 18,000 litres, or the Silo King that holds 22,000 litres. It's all a bit of a muchness with the sizes of the Fairsin holds 24,000. So yeah, it's sort of a mix of these. I think we might go with the Anderson for 50,000. Oh, we've just made a whole load of money. We've got a lot of surplus stuff at the moment, and I've turned it on to selling. So yeah, we have actually the cash to go and buy the Anderson one here. What is the horsepower requirement on this? 150 horsepower, that's fine. And selecting a number plate for our feeder, KiwiMedic. Congratulations, you have been selected at random from the tractor driver and above level patrons and YouTube channel members. And so I'm going with Key 31 MDC. The 3 is sort of a W on its side, so that fits as well as it can. So we'll okay that. That is on the back down there. So let's buy this for 49,500. And hopefully now we should be able to get a fairly good mix out of that. I think we might have something else to buy today as well. So I'm trying to think what else we might. Oh yeah, we probably need a sprayer today. Still don't have precision farming on here. I'm probably not going to use precision farming on this series. I think we'll use it at some point in the future. But yeah, not on here, as this map is currently not fully set up for it. Now that we've got all of that set up, I've grabbed the JCB. We should be able to get some stuff in here fairly quickly. So we will go with a couple of bales of hay. No, we'll go with one bale. In fact, I think we want to go with a couple of bales of hay and then one bale of silage. And we'll see how that does us. The first 2 bales can go in. Light them off like that. And then let's go and grab, I think a single one of these should do it. So we've got this all sorted in here. Really, I need to put a proper shed in here. Cut open that bale. See how much. I don't think we need to put any straw in here. We can, of course, put it in the mix, but I don't think it's necessary. Oh, this one is just a small one. I think we want to get this one in then, and then put another one in. I want to try and cut open the bales for a little bit more realism. Yeah, this is just a small one, so that goes in. I need to turn this on so it gets mixing. Turn that on, and that'll then start creating the forage. How are we at the moment? We have no straw. We're not doing too badly, but it's not. We need more hay. Oh no, we've got too much hay. Yeah, we've got too much hay, so we need some more of the silage. Let's get in there and grab that. Again, just extend forks out, grab it, carefully back it out without knocking everything over. Now, can I actually cut this bale open? No, I've got to put it down, back off it, and then cut the bale open. Right, and this should have enough left. Yeah, another 6,000 litres. That should be enough to even things out. And yeah, 2 hay bales, 1 silage bale should be enough to get this all done. And having a little bit over on the silage should be fine. Let's see. Oh, wow, this is not as much as I thought we had. We're still into forage. Oh, right, because it hasn't done yet. We can put in more hay, I think. Or alternatively, we could put in some straw. So I think I'm going to go and get a straw bale, see where that gets us, and we'll go from there. Okay, so let's try this. See if this finish these things off. I'm hoping so. We've got 8,000 litres. I think this is more than this trailer is going to take. And I think it might end up causing us an issue with our mix. Yep. We're now back into forage, and I think more hay in there. I think more hay. We can put another thing of hay in. That might even things out. I've put the hay bale back and actually decided to go for the silage. And my reasoning behind this is because the silage bale has less in it. So if I'm looking to not unbalance things too much, silage bale should avoid doing that. Cut that off. And you can see it's currently showing as forage. So those 8,000 litre straw bales really can throw things off. Right, so initially we're going to have a load of forage in there. Yeah, forage stretched. But I'm hoping that as I empty this out, this might work. Here's forage stretch still. Yeah, it's not gonna work. It is still a odd mix, and I think we filled the cows up. Wow, 30,000 liters. How much does this take? That is a lot more than I thought we were going to get in this Anderson, but awesome. Right, that means this needs to just get parked up. So we'll turn it off. Just going to park it up over here, and we'll see if we can do better next time. It's not gone too bad. The forage stretch still seems to have gone as TMR. Oh no, it's gone in as hay, silage, and grass. Yeah, we've got no TMR in there, which is a pity. I would have liked to have got TMR in, but I got my mix wrong, which happens from time to time. So currently, I don't have a sprayer or a spreader on my farm, so I need to get my fields, I think, probably sprayed. Just having a quick look in the shed, and yes, we've got 2 loads of fertilizer. We've got 2,000 liters there, so we've got 2,500 liters of fertilizer, and that is seeds. So yeah, we need to get a sprayer. So let's head over to the shop here and grab one of those. Just double checking we don't have anything. No, we don't appear to. So let's pop into here and take a look at the sprayers. There's lots of options around here. None of that is useful. It would basically be probably the Hardy, and I think the Hardy would probably get the job done for us. 30,000. We could do the front tank as well, but I don't think we need it. Or actually, no, we've got 2,000 liters. Yeah, we could go the full hog, 35,000. And congratulations to Dynamic Gamer. You've been selected at random from the tractor driver and above level patrons and YouTube channel members. And so I'm going with DY41GMR, which is about as close as I could get things. And then, okay, that. So that is on there and actually passes it quite nicely. So we will buy that. Yes, for 30,500. And then for the front, congratulations to Jason Hodge. You've been selected at random from the tractor driver and above level patrons and YouTube channel members. And I'm going with JA50N HG. And okay, and that says back only. I think, can we change that to front and back? Yeah, there we go. It says back only, but there is nowhere on the back. But there we go. That is on the front. So we will buy that as well. Perfect. And that does mean I'm going to have to leave my front weight down here. I want to reconfigure that at some point anyway. Oh, and we need to repair this tractor. We were talking about doing that over the winter. So I think we will reconfigure the front weight and repair this tractor at the same time. So repair this. Doesn't need replacing the tires yet. So yes. Okay, and then we want to customize this. Design color, I am going with Case IH red. And we'll leave the grey on it. And can we do a case? Yeah, there we go. That does that very nicely. And then design color, I am going to go with the light grey. Select. Yeah, that works, I think. And in fact, we want to go with the light grey. Same grey there. Yeah, that works. So we will okay that. Change that. Oh no. Back. And customize. Yes. Okay. And we're going to leave that down here while we hook up the rest. Oh. And we do have some customization we need to do to the tractor before we go. I need a set of narrow tires on this. There we are. So we will customize that. That's going to cost us 1,000. And we're all good. Right. Start this up. let's hook this up and get it back to the farm so that I can refill it with our available spray. I think the Hardy setup looks quite good on this tractor. Really works well. And we should be able to get round the field fairly easily with it. I could have gone with a bigger sprayer, but to be perfectly honest, I don't think we need it. Looks like the mower is finished, so we'll get the windrower out on that in a moment, and then we'll have to go and get that done ourselves. Do we have any fertilizer in here? Yeah, we have liquid fertilizer in there, so I'm going to go and use the stuff in the other bits first. But yeah, if I need more liquid fertilizer, our liquid fertilizer tanks have it. And that has almost completely filled up the sprayer. So what I'm going to do is we will go out to the fertilizer tanks, fill the rest of this up, and then we know this will be full. And then we'll get a worker going on this field while we go and deal with getting the windrower going to get that field. In fact, I want to move the mower over to the other field, and then we don't have another tractor, unfortunately, that I can do any further work with. So it'll be a case of I might run the mower actually around myself on the other field while this is doing the spraying. Oh, this field is looking fairly good though, and this sprayer is fairly wide. I want to fold all of this up, and then we can get out the gateway actually up here pretty well. Can I get all of this mowed, rowed, and baled today? That would be good. Yeah, ideally we want to get it all done today, but I don't really know if that's going to be possible, especially I still have to do this field too. Shaping this field works really well now, and I love this bottom corner. We still have very few eggs. We have sold a load of chickens as well over the winter, so I'm guessing that our chickens sort of reach their capacities, but they're not producing eggs very fast. So I think I'm going to have to transport some incomplete pallets of eggs, because eggs are one of the few ingredients we're still missing for our cakes. So yeah, we need to go and get those delivered. Everything else though is making good money at the moment. Last row. So looking good. We've got a decent amount. I don't think it's a massive amount because we've cut quite early, but this should allow us to get 4 cuts. So I'll be happy with that. And these need to go back down the bottom end here, and I can get the windrower out. Normally I'd try and get the baler following, but with the other tractor doing the spraying, we can't unfortunately do that. So let's bring this up. Want to get the steering system on, start this up, go and drop it down. Yeah, and we'll get this rowed up in no time. Last row, and then that is this cleaned up. There we are. Turn that off and get it all folded up so that I can go and get the second field done. But yeah, it is only 25 to 3 in the afternoon. If I can get this done, then I've got a good chance that I might get the rest of it done. Especially if the sprayer's done. Sprayer is not doing too bad, actually. By the time we've rowed up this field, we might be able to get it following behind us and get it wrapping bales. In fact, we could even use Courseplay to get it to wrap bales. So, yeah, I think there are definite options there for how we can get this to work, which makes me very happy. Right. Let's get this rowed up then. Last row to get road up then, and that is pretty good. It is 25 to 5 in the afternoon. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get the stuff baled up today, which is a pity, but that just means that we can pick that job up next time. We can get hopefully some contracts going next time as well. We'll do the 2nd day of March. We're going to feed the chickens. We'll get all of this baled, so we'll get the baler on this tractor, and we'll send the windrower basically a field behind, not the windrower, the wrapper, basically a field behind us, and get all of that done. Our field, though, is ready now, and we should just be able to continue going over to the harvest at the end of the year. I should put the windrower up here. And yeah, we're looking pretty good for getting some cakes made on here as well. We just need to get to that £1 million by the end of the year, and we'll all be sorted. So I'm going to back this in here, and we will pick things up next time. Thank you for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Huge thank you as well to all of my patrons and channel members. These videos are only made possible thanks to your support. If you want more from Virtual Farmer, please check out the videos on screen now, or subscribe for more. And I will see you next time.